Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video we're going to look at all of the D-Arts Megaman figures. There are two exceptions to the fact that I said all of them, and they are both variants of this guy. There's a chrome version, like vacuum chrome blue version from SDCC. I don't particularly like that one, and it costs too much, so I haven't picked it up yet. And then there's also a Japanese exclusive of some sort, where he's got a different set of faces. I believe that's the only difference. They look more like the manga or anime or something like that. They are some sort of cartoon or comic or something version of him, but they're basically just the same figure. One has chrome and one has different faces, so I don't have either of those. But I do have the rest, so let's take a look at them real quick. I'll just run through them. This is the regular Mega Man. He comes with Rush and Met. And this is Megaman X, Vile, Bass and Treble, Megaman X Full Armor, Megaman X Ultimate Armor, Zero Type 1, Zero Type 2. They are all great figures. If you like any of these characters, I'm telling you right now, don't hesitate. Buy the figure. If you're not sure which one to get both. If you're considering 3 of them but aren't sure, get all 3. They're all great figures. Even this one, which I didn't think I was going to like, I really do like it. And they're all easily worth the money you're paying for them. Unless you're paying aftermarket prices, then it depends on how much you're paying. So you have to use your judgment there. Alright, so let's look at what they each come with in terms of blast effects. They all have a good array of different hands and interchangeable, like left and right busters. So I didn't get those out because I already have barely enough room for all these guys. So let's look at blast effects and if they come with anything in particular. So the regular Mega Man, like I said, he comes with Rush. Nice little accessory piece. He does have some articulation, decent paintwork, and he has the gems and everything. So that's a cool piece for sure. He does come with Met also, like I said, and you can take the helmet off and just put that on the ground. I'm told that's how it is. Shows up in the game originally. I don't know. I never played most of these games. I just like Mega Man. And he comes with a blast effect like this, which is the 3 blasts in a darker yellow than the other ones. And they can be rearranged, I think, unless his are solid. His might be, let's see. No, they can be rearranged however you want to do that. And this part does come off. So that's going to be true for all of the blast effects. If they have one of these, they come off, I believe. I guess I could be wrong on 1 or 2 of them. I don't know. It's been a while. Okay, and then we have Mega Man X, which is my favorite of the bunch just because for me, he's the most iconic Mega Man. Obviously, this guy is probably more iconic technically, but I like X better. He comes with this blast effect, which I think is the best. Aside from being green, I don't care for the green, and I know that's probably accurate, but I like the blue color better, but whatever. So that's a cool blast effect. And then he also comes with a similar one to the regular Mega Man, which is another 3-way blast effect. But this does come apart and interchange, and you can reposition them however you like to do that. So that's pretty cool. And it's a nice translucent yellow. It's a little darker, so it's not darker than the other one, but darker than the full armor, I believe. So it's pretty cool. Nice blast effect. And that piece fell off, whatever. Then we have Vile. He comes with 2 of these cannons that are on his back. 1 for either side. He does only have the 1 ammo belt though, and he does have a blast effect that can go on 1 cannon. He only has the 1, unfortunately. Why am I dropping everything? So he has this blast effect which just goes into the end of the cannon. The cannons are posable. And he also has a leg cannon that's interchangeable with this leg, and he comes with a glass of some kind of beverage. So that's kind of a cool accessory, and he's a pretty cool figure. I'm not real popular. I'm not a real big fan of the character, but he's a really cool figure nonetheless. Then we have Bass and Treble. He's probably the least of my favorites. I don't know, I can't talk or hold things apparently today. Whatever. I don't like this guy that much, really. He's cool, he's a good figure. He just doesn't do anything for me personally. There's nothing wrong with him. He doesn't have any blast effects though, so that's kind of a downside. But he does have everything else the rest of them have. He's made well. His dog is very cool, Treble. There's nothing wrong with him, he just doesn't do anything for me in particular, but he's still really cool. If you'll notice, these 2 are definitely shorter than the rest, and X is shorter than Vile, and both the Zeros are taller than both of the armored Mega Man, so that's something to note. Then we have the full armor Mega Man X, which is also one of my favorites. Really cool. He comes with a blast effect. Maybe it's the same color yellow. I was thinking this one was darker, but they look like they're just about the same. I think it's the same blast effect, except This one looks bigger than this one because I think they changed the functionality. Yeah, you can take that out now. So they changed it a little bit. It's very similar though, but still it's a really cool blast effect. I really like those three-way yellow ones. And then he also has this one, which is what I call the Tdh Blast Effect, and that's because it's too damn heavy. It does come with a base to hold it up so you can pose him with it, but I don't particularly like using the bases to hold the blast effects up. I think it kind of takes away from the display. I know we don't have a choice sometimes, but this one is almost solid plastic. It looks awesome. Could have used a little shading, I think, but still a really cool blast effect. Just don't even try to pose him with it because it's impossible without the base. Then we have the Full Armor Megaman, which is the most recent release, or not Full Armor, Ultimate Armor, I'm sorry. He's my least favorite of the actual Megaman figures, just because I don't really like the purple. It just, I don't know, doesn't work for me as well as the blues and whites and grays, but he's still a really cool figure. Comes with some unique accessories. He obviously has unique armor, but he's got these fins for his blaster and his backpack thing that can be flipped around and put on upside down, and really cool. And then he does have a blast effect, though it's the smallest of them. Let's see if I can get it without knocking anything over. Haha. And it looks like a Christmas tree, like I said in the video for him, but it's still a really nice, deep, rich green, which is uncommon for translucent effect parts. So this is really cool. I like that it's got a nice bit of color to it. So that's pretty cool. And then we have the Zero Type 1, which is a decent figure. There's nothing wrong with it. Zero Type 2 is definitely cooler, I think, but Type 1 is just as good as far as being made well. He comes with this blast effect, which I said in his individual review. It's really good, except for the fact that they use this milky wash on it. Like I said, the big one needed kind of some shading. This one could have used some shading instead of this wash, because the wash did not work out well. I do like the shape of the blast effect though. So he comes with that one. And then we have Zero Type 2, which is, like I said, a cooler version of Type 1. They're made very similarly. This one has a lot more detail. He has a place on his back where you can peg in the hilt of his sword, and he comes with 3 different versions of the sword. First off is the coolest one, which is the one that looks like he just swung it, so there's like a trailing effect, which is really nice. Then he has basically 2 more of the same thing, one that's dull-tipped and one that's pointy. I assume that that is just for kid purposes, I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe he has a pointy one and a dull one in the games. Like I said, I don't know that. But they're still, either one is really cool, and they're great display pieces. So all of these figures, as you can see, they're just, you can really tell that the people making them really care about what they're working on. They want to give the fans what they want, actually. Where did that one piece go? There it is. So I mean, the figures, like I said, you're going to pay a little bit more for them, but they're easily worth it because you're actually getting what you want out of a figure. Great accessories, great detail, great articulation, and on these D-Arts Megaman figures especially, where's that thing? They have, the articulation's fairly well hidden, so you don't even have to worry about them looking junky with having a lot of articulation. So really, you can't beat these figures. Just in case you haven't seen the individual reviews, Vile's a little, well, actually he's just about 5.5 inches tall, so you can use that for frame of reference for the front guys. And then in the back, Zero Type 1, he's closer to 5 3/4 at the top of his little Wolverine ear thingies. So I'll do a quick zoom in on each one so you can get a better idea of what they look like. And I would also invite you to check out their particular individual reviews, just because this obviously was a kind of a general overview of each figure, and I go into a lot more detail in their particular review. So go check those out, and we'll close up on looking at these guys and call it a day. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.